Our heroes made their way through the devil's lair known as Daruda's kingdom and made a deal with the devil herself, Daruda. Will they deliver justice to the Double T's? Will they make it through their first combat? Will our DM ever get Graak's name right? Find out in this episode of Launched into Fantasy.
I'm Alexander Kaiser, and I'm going to be your terrible DM for this session.
You're a terrible DM for every session.
Yeah.
Shut up!
She has a point.
Not good. Last episode, fortunately, you guys managed to convince even more people of your own self-importance, and you managed to get a hold of Daruda Acatha to listen to you and give you vital information in order to, get you onto your next part of your mission. And after a dubious deal in which you must sign a contract with seemingly suspicious red ink.
Pro tip, it's blood.
Spoilers, it's totally blood.
That was tomato juice.
Yes, the pen of tomato juice. Once you sign the contracts and once you finish all of your signatures, all four of them are then collected by Daruda, and it's not even like she just grabs them. She just makes a motion with her hand, and the papers just slide into a pile and off to the corner of the desk. She then makes a motion with her finger, like a flicking motion, and the last contract that you need to convince Kieg to sign is pushed before you, and it's pushed basically to Acatha because she's the only one who speaks up as a pseudo leader.
I said a couple.
You
things.
did say a thing. You adorable sweet Bab. You said like 2 sentences.
Don't you
Didn't
patronize
she say Skeeg was going to take it down to him?
Well, yeah.
Terrible
She did
DM?
say that.
I did say that. Well, it's still pushed forward, and then Skeeg takes hold of it and nods as she kind of looks back to you as Daruda just tilts her head. She goes, "Oh wait, yes, I owe you information," and she makes a motion with her hand on the pad and pushes it forward, and you get distinct directions. There's a specific spot in Shadehaven where you know specifically, Acatha, that ruffians do tend to hang out in. You know the building once you read the directions a few times, but you've never been there, and it's a commonly used building for ne'er-do-wells, but no one's really actually owned it or taken it as an HQ.
Okay.
So you know exactly where it is. So this probably saved you several hours of snooping and sleuthing. So you have that information. As Skeeg walks you out, she just sidles on up to Kieg, who's leaning up against the wall. Everybody's kind of looking at this approach now because it's not often that this little goblin, which is known as Daruda's right-hand girl, approaches anybody with a sheet of paper. So there's a lingering silence. There's still some games going on, but people are kind of watching. She sidles up to this giant, swole muscle bugbear that's just jacked up to the nines, looks the most intimidating thing, it doesn't even matter. And she lifts up the paper and pen, gives it to him. Skeeg is whispering, because you don't really talk all loud about, sign a blood contract for Daruda! So, after a while, fortunately you do see Kieg actually sign the contract.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, so you don't have to convince him of that, but on his face, you do notice that he is just super not happy about it. He is just incredibly grumpy that he now has to sign a blood contract.
Well, to be fair, nobody likes signing blood contracts.
Truth. So you've been given the way to this supposed area of gang members known as the Twinside Terrors, who have been known to harass and even go far as sexually assault non-humans with the opposed thought of, well, they're not human, they don't matter. So, have fun. I assume you guys decide to then go straight there.
You want to go fuck these guys up?
Let's go wreck their shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't had a good fight in weeks. My fists are itching for blood. My blade sings for death.
So, Kieg just kind of grunts and nods like he's just like, all right, let's go do it.
Is Kieg gonna fight with us?
Yeah, he's going
So I
with
get
you
to
guys.
use the bugbear.
Oh! That glorious sound that sends us all into little giggle fits.
Thank you, Sirenscape.
So, upon immediate knowledge of where they are, you can now investigate it, and surely enough, you do find this building. It's a 2-story building with buildings pressed up against it, like along the sides, like there's not really much of an alleyway. You do notice that on the buildings to the left and right of it are slightly smaller than it, so the building in the middle is kind of sticking up a bit more. And there are windows on the front, and so far, right now you guys are kind of in an alleyway, not that far from it, but not in front of it either. From your little alleyway, you can see that the lights are on, and there are some dramatically tough-looking guardsmen. They're not, like, almost professional in their thuggery.
Professional thuggery.
You will also notice that on the building to the left, that's right up against it, you do notice that there is an entrance along the top of that left building that leads to the roof that is very close to the building and having it like near a window on the second floor. And as you get closer, you can hear the sounds of raucous laughter, partying, getting like just drunkering, and either way, and this is apparently the hideout of the known gang, the Double T's, or the Twin Side Terrors, that you have so sworn to kick the ever-loving shit out of. What do you do?
Let's say we interrupt their little soiree, shall we? I mean, we're gonna interrupt it by butchering them, so...
True, but how do you want to go about it?
Well, we're gonna have to get past those guards first. Do we have any sneakers here?
I have a +4 stealth.
Me too.
Okay, so that's 2 people.
I have a 0.
You suck ass at sneaking.
I have.
I'm not a sneaker.
What?
I'm a
Okay,
stabber.
so you can try sneaking past the 2 thugs that are bracing the door, which is going to be stupid hard.
Or you could sneak up behind them and shove a blade through their throats.
It wouldn't really do very well because they're almost like back leaning on the walls framing the door. There's not much space. So
You
if
know
you
what
came
I
at them, they're gonna see you, especially if you try to look dubious and sneaky.
Well, that's why I'm not going to bother trying, because I would fail miserably.
True, but there is also a second entrance.
On the roof.
There's a window entrance.
Oh.
And if you so desire to try, you can try sneaking through the other building and getting to the roof and sneaking to the window. Or you can kick down the door and murder everybody in a blood fury.
We're level 1. That's probably a bad idea.
True.
Yes. Unless they're all 1 hit point mooks.
Well, 5th edition doesn't have minions, but...
No 1 hit point mooks.
They're 2 hit point moves.
yeah, give that a shot.
Bloodbath is always a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're a race that revels in bloodshed.
You have 0 stealth.
0.
What's
And-
Kieg's stealth?
Kieg is a very sneaky creature because bugbears get stupid bonuses.
Okay.
You know that Kieg has a probably good chance at sneaking through a place. But since you straight up just don't have his character sheet, you don't know the exact number. But he looks to be a very sneaky sneaker.
I'm talking to the dude that does.
From a guy whose last name is Shadowfist, you can kind of assume he's sneaky as shit. Also, bugbears are known commonly to be surprisingly good sneakers, despite being 8-foot tall brawler murder beasts.
Okay. We could lure them out one at a time.
Yeah, get a funnel going.
You know what? Everybody make me an insight check.
Oh, I got a 3.
I got 25.
Insight.
13.
24.
Okay, so Gromhan and the future pick up on an idea that maybe that the people inside of the building are either drunk enough or rabble-rousing enough that they might not notice if you try to quickly fight the thugs. You two get the sense that they're partying so hard that they might not notice a scuffle outside.
Thank you, Siren
The
Steve.
thug belched.
I concur.
We just need to beat the shit out of them really quick.
We need to get past these guards.
Well, what we can do is beat up the two guards, and then try sneaking in through the second story window. Because then we don't have people spotting us as well.
But keep in mind, if you do beat up the guards and you just leave their bodies there, or somebody notices that they're not there, somebody might get keyed off to, oh God, where are they?
We have one person and disguise him, the non-sneaky person.
Would they really believe an orc is one of their guards?
Oh, that's
No,
human?
because they're all human.
Exactly.
And they're racist as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And none of us are human.
They would immediately notice you because you got two dwarves, a definitely not-human tiefling, and an orc. Alejandro, what do you think?
Alejandro's eating something crunchy. Give him a second.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm pointing him out.
Shut up. So I would say we should try and maybe lure them away from the door, and then we can get a quick attack on them and maybe take them out real quick. I do have shocking grasp and what is it? Ice beam. Ray of Frost. Ray of Frost, which does slow people. Shut up. Which can slow people down.
Well,
I can make their pants dirty.
you soiled yourself. Everybody laugh at him.
I could
Yeah.
put their pants on fire before they notice.
Do these guys look like they could take an arrow to their bodies? But then again, I have a 0 dexterity, so that won't help.
I'll make a perception check.
Meanwhile, these guys
Oh,
are just
natural
looking
20.
at us like, what are they doing?
We're like,
You think they could take an arrow and be not fine, but they think they would be like, oh God, they pull it out and rush you.
Yeah, I figured.
These be thugs.
He's a thug's thug.
Well, you could lure them away and try to beat them up. You'd have to figure out how to get both of them.
Jeez, guys, we have so many options.
I know.
It's our first battle. Feel it.
Keep in mind, you guys have things like Charm Person and Command. The door behind them is closed, by the way.
This guy's
I'm gonna become a slightly shorter version. I'll be 5 feet tall.
You're gonna be a midget.
I'm already a midget,
No, you're a dwarf.
which is a midget
No, but you're not
in human form. I'm becoming a.
So you're just gonna make yourself look a little less stocky,
I'm
a
gonna
little
become
more
a,
human.
a
Shave
5
your
feet
beard.
tall, human. That's a male. That's about 200 pounds.
Okay, so you just
5 feet tall and
You
200
just got. You don't have
pounds.
to go. You're just a human dude. So
Yes.
what are you gonna do? So what are you gonna do with this as a human?
200 pounds, you're like the
I gotta drag him by his hair.
Okay,
It's like, hey, guys!
Yeah.
That is loud.
Yeah.
George.
I think I found a dwarf. A stinky dwarf that smells like shit mushroom.
Alright.
You
That's a
think he has money? When you want to rob him and then beat the shit out of him and then throw him in the sewer and shit?
So
I'm feeling a
as
little
you-
hostility right now, but go on.
He's kind of getting
some
into this.
passive aggressive weird shit.
Yeah.
As you drag the future along by, I assume his beard like an asshole.
Well, he is
Never
trying
pulled.
to impress him.
Never
Trying to be a
pulled
dick
by
human.
Yeah, upon some assholes.
So you shout out like, "Hey, I found this dwarf you might want to like beat up. He looks absolutely pathetic," and you look straight up like a trash dwarf. The thugs kind of look over. Roll a charisma check.
16 plus 2, 18.
All right. So the thugs kind of like look at each other and like smirk, and one kind of moves from his post, and he's like, "Oh yeah, look at him, disgusting! Look at the disgusting like, dwarf, look at him. He's living in the streets already. Smells terrible. All right, you know, I could use something to punch. I've been bored all night.
All right. Is there any way I can make a surprise attack on them?
But you definitely could make a surprise attack right now.
All right.
But
What's the second one doing?
he's just chilling out. He's just watching.
He's just gonna watch the spectacle.
Yeah. Keep in mind, you're only a little bit down the street. You're not like super far away. So you guys can make sneak attacks. You're all
Can I command the other one to come?
well, maybe.
So we have both of them?
Maybe. So you were saying you wanted to make a surprise attack?
Yeah, but if he has a way to draw the other one closer, I might.
I think we'll take care of the other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess I'll make a surprise. He's how close is he? Did you say?
He's getting close to like 5 feet. You can see him like pounding his fist into his palm, like he's
All
just
right.
aching to beat the shit.
Once he's close enough, I want to try shocking grasp.
Okay. Now, do you have explain how shocking grasp works for us?
Shock. So, lightning springs from your hands to deliver a shock to a creature you try to touch. Make a melee spell attack against the target. You have advantage. You have advantage on the attack roll if the target is wearing armor made of metal. On the hit, the target takes 1d8 lightning damage and can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
He does get into range, and so what are you guys going to do? This guard is approaching the future with the clear intent to pummel his face in, and the other guard is just watching. He's not really paying attention. He's kind of pretty much amused with the spectacle.
I see him kind of going, clapping.
He's not like that stupid.
No, but, like-
But you might see an erection, like yes, pain boner.
He's gonna rape the future.
Oh God.
Oh.
Okay.
You guys are
That-
too shocked as it turns into a quick scene from Deliverance. The thug, as he pops a boner, asks Gromhan if he wants in on this sweet dwarf ass. So, alright, so what are you gonna do?
Is this actually happening?
No, he's not gonna pummel his sweet dwarven
I swear to
ball.
God, if this turns into the scene from Pulp Fiction, I'm just gonna be like, not letting that happen.
My black cherry.
Alright.
Shocking grasp on your nuts.
So what are you gonna do? Explain what your guys' plan is.
So you're going to do shocking grasp.
Yeah, I'm gonna shock the dude.
You have a surprise round, so you're gonna be able to do all this stuff before the guards can react.
Okay, and then while the two dwarves are handling the one guard, I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast and blast this dude.
And then I shall come in, brandishing my halberd, and finish the job.
Okay.
After he surprised him, I'm gonna warhammer the other guy.
Okay, so
The guy that
you're just gonna shock one and then everybody just goes, ah, and just piles on the other guy.
It's
No,
basically
he's gonna shock him, and then I'm gonna warhammer the same guy that he shocked.
Okay, so they're going to take out the one dude.
Okay.
Yeah, we
so
dwarves work together.
It's basically Alejandro electrocuting him as the signal.
Yeah.
okay. So make your touch spell rate.
Alright. 19 plus. What's it?
You hit.
Yeah, straight up hit.
All right. So
Alright, so I do 1d8.
Yep.
No spell attack bonus?
Yeah, it doesn't say.
It just says 1d8. Then it's 1d8.
Okay.
I might as well double.
Yeah, just
This is my responsibility.
Double accurate check.
Flipping through a book.
Flipping
Flipping through a book. There's so many pages.
Yeah, you flip the book.
Flipping the book.
Either way, I do 6 damage.
Nope, just a d8.
Okay, so 6.
Okay. So as you look pathetic and absolutely bedraggled, you quick math. Okay. So as you look bedraggled, this guy kind of walks up and he's like pounding his hand in his fist, looking really smug. And meanwhile, you're kind of hunched over, looking pathetic, muttering to yourself, and he just thinks it just sounds like drunken rambling.
Arcane
As
incantations.
magical energy surges through your fingers, you can feel the energy just like crackling along your fingers, and it feels damn good. As you suddenly lunge up and grab a hold of the guy, and he's just like, what? And you deal him 6 points of damage. Okay,
Initiative.
everybody roll initiative.
But 20, right?
Yeah, it's a d20 plus your initiative.
18 plus
There you go.
2. 20.
Okay, hold on. Everybody just know your numbers. I'll ask your name and you'll tell me what it is.
Okay.
Everybody done rolling?
Yep.
Yep.
George, what was it?
20.
Just flat, that's
No,
it?
18 plus 2.
Okay.
20.
Tom?
7.
18 plus 2, so 20.
Alejandro?
2.
George and Star, re-roll. No, don't add anything, just roll a d20.
20.
Wow.
Not 20.
14.
Okay. So, after Alejandro does his thing, it's George.
So, I'll attack him with a Warhammer two-handed.
So you're gonna run up to him.
You're gonna
and go,
brain him.
"Oh!" You can... I'm gonna say... what's your move speed?
25.
I'm gonna say that's...
He's holding Alejandro. He's holding the future.
Oh, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're holding all... Okay, so the other guy's close enough. So are you gonna attack the one that Alejandro did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm working together with him.
Okay, so make your attack.
It's a D10.
No, it's,
Well, you have to roll your d20
Oh.
first.
Yeah, see if you even hit him.
Okay, got it. 11.
Plus what?
proficiency and strength.
Yep.
The proficiency and strength 4, so it's 15.
You hit. Roll
Okay.
damage.
No,
It should be plus 6.
Plus 6. How?
Proficiency bonus plus 2, and your strength is plus 4.
Oh.
So he's 17.
Okay.
Either way.
Still hits.
We got-
roll your damage.
we have
8 plus
It's your
4.
8 plus 4.
D10
Oh, your
plus
strength.
4.
Holy shit.
Since he's wielding it two-handed, wouldn't it be strength and a half?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100%.
Because I think
Look
Fifth
in the
still
book,
has the
look
3
in the
points.
One hand is
Still has,
D8 plus 4, and then two hand is D10 plus 4. So,
Oh, yeah, that's how they handle it.
right.
That's how they handle it. They
Yeah.
bump up the dice.
Yeah. Okay, I forgot.
So it was, what was the damage?
8 plus 4.
So
12.
12. Wow.
He's a fine red mist.
No, he's still kicking. I'm just doing math really quick. It was 12, so...
Plus the damage he did.
God, I hate... I'm terrible at math. Hold on, I need to pull up a calculator. Because I'm fucking awful.
12 plus 6 is 18.
What?
He
No.
did 6.
Yeah, no, I'm not... I got that damage down. I'm just...
He's got to subtract it from the hit points on his character.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you just kind of like... As this guy's getting shocked, he's like vibrating. He's like starting to like... Not drool, but his eyes are open and he's like freaking out. He's like almost like twitching. And you come out of nowhere. You drop Alejandro, assuming to like let him go to shock him. And then in a swift, smooth motion, you bring out your warhammer and like just turn and just smash him on the fucking on his side. Like you can just see the hammer like swing and it connects because you would have normally aimed for the head, but you're still short. You just don't look it. So because of your short stature, you can't aim for the side of his
Can I
head.
just aim for his balls and
No.
then aim up?
Well,
Like-
I'm describing. Oh, that's an awkward hit.
Yeah.
You can't golf swing
yeah.
into his nuts. So you go into like the turning swing, and your hammer just hits him in the side, and then once the hammer like settled in, you can kind of feel it move in just a little bit more, as if it might have cracked a bunch of ribs. You were gonna do Eldritch Blast on the other guy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the guy with the boner at the door.
Was Eldritch Blast do?
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
So Eldritch Blast is a cantrip, which means it's a spell that I can use as many times as I want.
Yep.
And it's kind of the Eldritch Blast is kind of the bread and butter for warlocks. A beam of crackling energy streaks towards a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 force damage. So it's basically pew pew.
Yeah. So make your ranged spell attack.
Okay. And I'm a virgin, so this is my first attack roll ever. So 11 plus my spell attack bonus, so 17.
Hits.
And that's 1d10. Yeah.
So roll your first die of damage.
Ooh. 4.
All right. So, out from the alleyway, you just after you hear the signal and the sound of
Electrocution.
the vibrating human, you just like dip out of the freaking alleyway with like your hands just like pointed because finger gun, and you feel the energy like literally coursing from your core as if it's welling in you, but you can also feel like it's an otherworldly force coming into you and channeling through you, and it travels through your body, up your arm and out your finger as a blast of what color do you want it to look like?
Probably red.
So a searing burst of red energy in the form of a beam shoots out from your finger suddenly as the other guy is like, wait, what? And then it just suddenly, he gets hit in the side as he's making towards his friend who's currently getting blindsided by two dudes, and you hit him for 4 damage. After that is Tom.
Alright. So, as I said before, I'm going to charge out of the shadows into the guy that just got blasted
Okay.
with my halberd.
All right. So you rush in, screaming pell-mell. Are you like? I don't know if you're gonna be screaming. Like,
They
are
probably
you
want to be
Are you
quiet.
gonna go? Oh! Or are you just gonna run up as a silent striker and? All right.
You gotta
so-
have some sort of war yell behind it.
Yep. Are you
Albeit muted so that they don't hear me over the din.
Okay. So how are you gonna? Are you gonna like stab him, or are you gonna do like a downward slash?
I'm gonna do like a just straight impale.
Oh, so you're gonna try to run him through?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Come on, die, don't fail me this. God damn it.
What's that number? 3
Plus 6 is 9.
Just as you run in to skewer him, he
God
moves a
damn
little
it.
closer towards them, and your halberd just skirts on by, but instead of running forward, he does turn and go, "Whoa," and he looks at you. Okay, so are you just doing test rolls?
Yes! Because I have 2 d20s, and so far both of them have been absolutely terrible.
Both of them are complete ass.
Do you want
Exactly.
to borrow mine?
No, I got... One of them seems to be doing well
Now
now.
another bag.
No, I'm good.
What does the bugbear do?
Oh yeah, that's right, Kieg. Oh,
Kieg exists.
totally forgot. I'm gonna have him go in last.
Okay.
Seeing Graak fumble
Spectacularly fail.
just by like not spectacularly. It was close,
wasn't a
but just
1.
not close enough. Kieg follows up with you,
It's not
running
his.
in.
You're not. It's his turn. He's next.
I roll like I was kind of dumb when I made Alejandro roll because he went first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I'm just gonna have Kieg go last because I totally forgot he existed because I'm a DM and not a player, but I am. So almost in tandem, in time with
Graak.
what?
Graak.
Graak running. Kieg was right behind him, almost in like a unison attack. And just as you miss, the guy, he turns and he goes, "What?" And he just sees this charging bugbear like run at him and fists a flying. And he's like, "Whoa, my god!" And oh god, damn it, that's brutal.
Oh no.
It was almost no. It's a brutal good. Oh god. All right. So, just as Drac misses his
His name
you're right.
is
Sorry,
Graak.
you did this to yourself by naming yourself Drac at the door. His name is Graak. Graak, Gracky, Graak rides with Graak. So Graak runs in, his halberd just misses, and Kieg is running up in time. The thug notices Graak, and I need to pause, but so I don't say. I'm gonna call him Brack now. Just as he misses you, he freaks out. He goes, "What?" And then suddenly a fist just crashes into his cheek, turning his head, and he almost like spins due to the force of the blow. It is a mighty strike indeed. Okay, so now since the surprise round is over, you've been waiting. Since the surprise round is over, I want everybody to re-roll initiative because that's how this works.
Not terrible.
Okay.
Why'd you bring your dice?
Just in case anybody else needed it for some
Okay.
stupid reason. Okay. So, George, what was your initiative?
8.
Tom?
11.
Star?
9.
Jesus. Alejandro?
15.
The thug who has been thoroughly punched in the face goes first. And he pulls out a scimitar, like from his like it's actually like strapped to along his back to the side. So he just grabs it with like an underhand grab and pulls out, and then flips it into his hand with expert precision. Having been punched thoroughly, he is kind of just lashing out immediately, and he's going to attempt to hit Kieg. Oh shit! Never mind. He's gonna try to make multiple attacks.
Oh no.
Oh wait. Oh, never mind. I'm dumb. I was looking at the wrong dude. He doesn't pull out a scimitar. He pulls out a big ass, thick mace, and he pulls out a mace, and he immediately tries to go for a series of strong swings with his mace, and spectacularly misses with both. Kieg actually, when you see him go for the mace swings, they're kind of almost flailing because he's been blindsided by a crazy bugbear punch. And you notice, like, as he's getting swung at, Kieg is just expertly, like, dipping and, like, weaving around them, like, as if he had been just anticipating it. So after the thug, or after Kieg, or no, after the fucking thug, goes Kieg. And after, weaving and bobbing and just getting absolutely, like, it was just a laughable display, Kieg then goes in for a strike, and never remember these numbers because I can't remember what the armor class of goddamn thug is. You see Kieg actually whip out a strike which connects cleanly, and then with almost a whip-like precision, his other fist flies out to crush into the other thug. Yeah, both hit. So you just see a flurry of blows just shoot out, beating into this thug at high speed.
So when they miss you in melee attack, you get to retaliate for your character, right?
Not necessarily.
No.
Monks have this ability where if they make a successful attack, they can attack with their other fist as an offhand.
So why do you retaliate when it's not?
Because it went to Kieg's turn.
It was his turn.
Oh, got it. Yeah, that's why I was...
And you notice, oddly enough, that Kieg actually has a short sword strapped to his back, but he's not using it. He's just punching with his fist. Yeah. Silly woman. Oh, okay. Does this murder this thug? Oh no. Okay, so... Does not murder this thug, but after that serious 1-2 combination, this thug is not looking good. He's like woozy, he's like staggering a little bit. Like there's just blood like pouring from his face and mouth, from his nose and mouth. And after Kieg goes Alejandro.
Alright, a guy that I'm currently engaged with, I'm gonna shock him a little bit more.
Okay, so you're gonna go in for the shocker.
Yep. 16.
Gonna give him a rhythmia.
Okay.
Wait, 12 plus 6.
Hits.
18.
Don't worry about it. Hits. Roll damage.
5, and again, can't take reactions.
Okay. This other thug is looking pretty bad too. He just started recovering from the shock you gave him, and now he's like, oh god. And then you go in for the net. You just go in for the grab, and he's like, "Oh god!"
You go for the nethers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Got
'cause
blue balls.
he just got hit in the head too.
yeah. So that thug just goes in for the series of shocks. After that, it is Tom's turn.
Yeah. This one's gonna be a plunging slash on the remaining. Well, on the
thug that
I am currently engaged with.
Thoroughly
Dortha.
smashed.
20, non-natural.
That's super hits. Roll damage.
14.
Oh man. So you go in for the plunge, and as this guy is weaving, just woozy and fucked up, your halberd just goes into his chest and out the back.
Ooh.
As you see a look of shock, pain, awe, and as you see the light fade from his eyes as the thug goes down and out. Jesus, why?
Yes.
After that goes the thug that done got shocked-ed.
Wilhelm, no!
Willie, no! And as he has been given the bad touch twice by the hobo dwarf.
He can't take an action, right?
No, he can't go. He can't take reactions,
Oh,
which is a kind of action. Like certain abilities garner like a reaction. Like if say you cast a spell or you do a move or an ability, you might get like a reaction, but he can still make a standard attack.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Some our listeners will yell at me later for being stupid, but I don't think you're having much of a problem. So he whips out his mace, and since the dirty hobo dwarf gave him the double bad touch, he's gonna go in for 2 brutal melee attacks with his mace.
Goodbye, guys.
He rolls. What's your armor class?
11.
Oh, okay. He hits once. Okay. So suddenly he whips out his mace and he's still jittery, and he then makes an attack for. No, I think he'll be all right. Ooh, never mind. How much health do you have?
9.
Oh God!
no.
That mace just swings out at high speed in his flailing shock, and he just slams you right in the fucking temple for 8 damage.
Shit.
Oh, no.
Literally max damage.
Wow.
Better not let me die.
Okay, so Tom went. It is now George. Wait, no, it's Stars. Stars.
Okay. So our guy's dead.
Yeah, the guy you were focusing is totally dead.
Okay.
But you see this brutal strike to the future, and he's not brought prone, but you can almost imagine the skull cracking.
Yeah, he's wavering. Okay, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Okay, roll a ranged spell attack.
14.
You hit. Roll damage.
3.
Okay. After he has this smug sensation of smashing the dwarf he wanted to smash, you just point your finger at him as energy shoots out and lances him in the back, and you see him stumble, but he is not down.
Damn. This guy.
The one that's
Okay.
alive has a mace.
Yeah. Okay. So the thug that would have gone first is dead. So then it goes to Kieg.
What about George?
Oh, damn it! I'm sorry, George. You have an attack. I'm not.
Okay, I gonna 2-hand attack him with Warhammer.
Okay.
6 plus 6, so 12.
Okay, you barely managed to hit.
Oh,
Roll
yeah.
damage.
9 plus. How much do I add to it? Strength?
4.
4.
Yes.
Okay, 9 plus 4.
So,
So 13.
seeing your dwarf brethren getting clocked in the head, and it fills you with fury and rage like you've never felt before. As Star's laser finger shoots the thug in the back to make him stumble forward, you do another swinging motion, like a arcing swing, that because he's hunched over from the stumble, you actually smash him straight in the face. And you feel that mace just, like, the bone underneath his face gives way as your mace connects, and the thug just flies backward a foot or two before landing on his back, unmoving, as you have killed the final thug.
Home run!
I steal the mace.
You've taken a mace.
Yeah.
I should probably grab a mace too, so I have a one-handed weapon.
I should probably get this checked out.
Yeah, you are
Points at the exposed brain.
I can lay on hands for 5 points today.
You guys handled that very well, because I will let you know that the thugs had the ability to roll an advantage if they were within 5 feet of each other. You managed to get them apart, so they didn't get combat advantage. Otherwise,
Booyah!
Alejandro would probably be super in pain. Like,
Possibly dead.
as you pause after your scuffle, which actually only happened since rounds happened for a couple seconds. Barely a minute has passed as you knock out these 2 dudes, and you still hear the raucous sound of partying in the room. The door doesn't open, you don't see anything, and so far it seems like you got away with it. Okay, so the future is dangerously hurt. How are you going to handle it?
What does Spare the Dying do?
Spare the Dying Do is... Spare the Dying Do, when something is dead, you can cast that to make it so they don't decompose.
He's not there yet.
Well, you have Cure Light Wounds, don't you?
I have Cure Wounds.
Cure Wounds. Yeah,
Or
so you
Healing Words. I forgot which is which, but...
So you can cure wounds on him, and I can use my lay on hands to top him off.
Curing
He only
wounds,
had 9 health.
Yeah, he's
Curing
down
wo-
8.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Curing Wounds, you do a stronger heal to a target, whereas Healing Word does a weaker heal to a group.
Okay, I'll do... How much does Cure Wounds will do?
Did you write down your spell information like I told you to a while ago?
No, I just wrote down the spell. I'm still disguised as a human for an hour.
Yes, you are.
Cure wounds. Cure wounds. A creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 of your plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay. So if I do that, it might heal him full.
Yes, it would, or it might not. What's your spell modifier?
Spellcasting ability is 4.
Okay. So at the base minimum, it's going to do 5. So you'll
Yes.
heal him for at least half.
Thank you. I'll write down all my spells when I get home.
No, you won't.
Oh, no
I
wonder
will.
I couldn't find it. I'm not looking at fucking,
Cleric?
yeah, I'm looking at wizard stuff.
I'll send you the website that I use,
Okay.
and then put together your spell book,
Okay.
and then you can print out spell cards like I have.
I don't have a printer.
Okay, but you can put together your spell book.
Yeah,
Create
what?
an account, and then we can sign in here, and then I can print.
Okay.
Okay.
You finished your combat with the thugs. No one seemed to have noticed you guys yet. And Alejandro's character, the Future, has taken a severe beating.
Yep.
I remember somebody saying they wanted to heal.
My Cure Wounds will do 1d8 plus 4.
Okay.
So if I do as much as I will heal, you don't need to heal him. You can save up yours.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my dice.
Okay.
I got 3 plus 4, so 7. So
Okay.
you're up to 8.
So George walks over. He channels the light of his god
And then touches him.
S.
and
Goddess.
goddess, and with a healing cure light wounds, you feel your body rejuvenate. The searing headache that you had as your temple getting crushed in.
It's
has
still
gone.
there because I'm still missing one.
It's mostly gone. You basically feel like a light ache on your head, and you're right as rain.
Your brains
Yeah.
like seep back into your head.
Well, I do have lay on hands, so I can just give you one to top you off.
No,
No,
it's okay.
save it.
Save it just in case.
Okay, so you've defeated the guards. Are you just gonna leave their fucking bodies
No,
there?
we're gonna drag him in the
That's
alley.
a bad idea.
We're gonna loot them first to see if they have anything good.
Okay. After looting both of their bodies, you find 2 sets of leather armor, 2 light maces, and 2 heavy crossbows.
I'll take a heavy crossbow.
You're gonna take a mace and a crossbow?
I'll just take a crossbow instead. A heavy crossbow.
Okay.
Because I need a ranged weapon that's rangy.
I'm taking a mace, so I have a one-handed weapon in case I ever need my other hand for something.
Okay.
They don't have any like coin or anything I could use for components or anything.
Not just yet. These thugs apparently did not keep their gold on them.
Wow, a bunch of cheapskates.
What kind of-
Other
what-
people
how-
paid
what-
for it.
Hey, we'll loot the building later when we
What-
kill everyone.
What color? What color is the crossbow?
It is a nice polished brown.
You know what? I don't need the crossbow.
Okay. The future.
I have finger
Uh,
finger
finger balls.
bangs.
Yeah, for at the very most, you might want a melee weapon, but you have those. Did you want a mace or?
what
again,
does a wizard need with a mace?
Okay.
I'd rather have an axe, but considering
You want my
I
hand
have
axe? I have a hand axe.
Oh,
I'll trade a hand axe for a mace.
sure.
You already picked one up.
No, because I put it back just for the heavy crossbow.
You could take the mace. Nobody else is
Yeah.
taking it.
There are
Okay.
2 maces.
There are 2 maces. I'm taking one.
Okay.
I
you
just
want
wanted
to
to
trade
get-
a mace for a hand axe?
Sure.
Okay.
So
Now
you
you
have
have-
2 maces.
Now you can dual mace.
No, I can't do that.
He has a shield in his
I'll
other hand.
give him the other mace.
I don't want the mace.
I would say
So-
I would make a community pool of like.
Yeah.
Well,
So we
like
have a leftover mace.
yeah. You have a leftover mace. Actually, nah, Kieg don't need that.
What's the damage on a hand axe?
I believe it's
6 attack, 1d6.
Okay.
Does Keith want to hold all the leftover items that we're not using? So we could use them as a Because
I'm writing down the community stuff.
Okay.
I would
So we
say,
can sell this.
I would say
Yeah.
that you can Kieg's all hands, so he can't really do anything if you pile on all that stuff.
Plus, he's
Okay.
pissed. He's pissed off at us. Let's not,
Yeah.
Why are you pissed off?
because we made him sign the contract.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he just kind of he actually hefts up both of the bodies in both arms. So he just kind of picks them up like fireman style on both shoulders and just dumps them unceremoniously after you guys pick
Okay.
quickly. And so you've now taken out the thugs. You've fully healed your one injured party member, and you still have two options as to how you want to infiltrate the building. You just now have two less things you need to worry about. You sir get the last donut.
I didn't even get one.
Yeah.
You fat pig.
Well, to be fair, it was split between us both, fat pigs.
Yeah, but he was like, "These are mine."
Oh, shush. You're about to make cupcakes and go to a sweet party.
Yeah, I don't eat the cupcakes.
You're about to go to a sweet party. Okay, so after you've done your exchanging and your stat findings, you still have two means to get into the building. Now that you've taken out the thugs, do you want to just go through the front door?
Nah.
Probably not a good idea.
No, we're going in the door
Okay.
because it's
The back door.
Okay.
it's
There's
Yeah.
only one door.
it's crowded and people. We could kind of
We
zip
can
in.
funnel them.
You could, assuming they all have melee weapons.
Yeah, but if we're out of sight, just at the edges of the door, they won't be able to shoot us.
True, but if you're just hanging outside the door and you're literally just firing into a building, that might look suspicious to passerbyers.
I suppose.
Maybe
I think
even
the
3.
fake human should go in first.
Okay.
So that when people look up, they're just gonna see a
Scope
human.
out how many people there are in there.
You could
Yeah.
do that, but then again, it might be kind of weird to have somebody just pop in and then go right out, considering there's some thugs, right? There's supposed to be some thugs.
You can't make another disguise to make yourself look like one of the guys, can you?
I mean, you
can't all-
could, but that would eat up a spell. That
Yeah.
would be out.
Well, he
I-
could go in. He could go in as a human and ask for Darfee.
You totally could do that.
Okay.
That's why I got a name.
Okay.
So let's go. I'll go in. And what are you guys gonna be doing?
Waiting outside, I guess.
We're waiting in the alley, so you'd be like, "Hey, Dorothy, I got a message for you,
Yeah.
but let's not do it in here."
Okay. I'll do what she
I've got to
said.
talk to Dorothy.
Okay, so as soon as you walk into the door, you see a bunch of people. To your immediate right, you see a table with two dudes drinking and laughing. To your right, slightly ahead of you, or to your left, my apologies, you see two dudes at another table drinking, laughing. They're obviously hollering at each other. There's a guy at the bar, and there's a guy behind the bar, and there's a guy at the bar. And you don't see anything. Actually, make a perception check.
Okay. 5. I have a nat 1 fail.
You just see a room. You notice that there are some doors going to the upper left, which go somewhere, and you see a set of doors to the other side, like to your right, and that's it.
Okay.
So you stumble in. You can see that they're all kind of like talking and laughing and
It's too smoky in there for him to see much else.
they're all like, you see a few people like smoking pipes and stuff, and they haven't seemed to notice you yet. What do?
I'll go up to the bar and ask to see Darcy.
So you walk up to the bar, and as you make your way past the guys at the tables, you walk up to the bar and you say,
I have a message for Darcy, but can't give it to her.
you notice that as you pass through, they're starting to look at you. They're even though they're drunk and stuff, or at least a little. They don't really recognize you. And as you walk up to the bar and you say, I want to talk to Dorothy, but I can't do it here. The guy behind the bar, like a grizzled guy, just leans in and says, what you want to talk to Dorothy for? What do you mean you can't tell me it? That was the other guy. That was the other guy at the other bar. Because the other guy has an English accent. He's like, what you mean you want to talk to Dorothy?
Well, if I could tell you here, then I wouldn't need to talk to him outside.
Well, we're outside,
Yeah.
so we can't.
It's a message.
Suddenly, Draak possesses Gromhan. Anyway.
Let me speak through you.
It's a message for Darfee.
Alright.
And for
It's just gonna
his
be like
ear only.
message for Darfee. And they're gonna be like, well, what do you need to say?
You got a message for Darfee, but you can't give it to him yet.
It's for her ear only.
Give me 1 second. I just need to check something. I want you to make a deception check because you're clearly lying to her.
4 plus 4, 8. Damn it. I fail. Probably.
Yeah, he just looks at you and goes, I don't believe you. I don't think you got a message for Darfee at all. Who are you and how'd you get in? And then he like leans over and he just like calls out. He calls out like, Oi, Marcus, Timothy, where are you? And
William, the other guy.
well, I'm not calling him Wilhelm. And after a minute, like the bar guy goes, hey you, Billy, go check on the guards outside.
Oh fuck!
Shit.
I'm failing.
Immediately, they all look at you. You've now got a problem.
Got a serious problem on our hands.
Well,
We may be down a dwarf.
I think now that you guys have royally fucked up, I think this is a good time to end the episode and make you figure it out later. 'Cause y'all done fucked up.
Hell.
All right.
Okay.
Just shit.